Everyone is talking about France, England, Argentina as the favourites, but there are three teams flying under the radar, which will be the dark horses of the tournament. And now that I've seen the first week of the World Cup go by, my opinion on those dark horses have completely changed, and some of them have come out of nowhere. One of them, I think, could even get to a semi-final. So stick around because my number one might actually surprise you. Welcome back, subscribe if you're new. I'm trying to get 50 subscribers by the end of the World Cup tournament. At number three, and I didn't even expect them to be as good as they have been. At number three, I've got Ivory Coast, and I'm not sure why, but for me, they went completely under the radar, and they actually beat a team which I had as my dark horse, Ecuador. And they were fantastic. Yes, they got a late winner, but some of these players, Yan Diamonde, I said it in a previous video, he is going to be one player who's going to turn into an absolute superstar by the end of this World Cup. But even taking out him, they've got Amad Diallo, they've got Nicolas Pepe, who on a World Cup stage can perform because international games are completely different to club games. He is a very underrated player. Frank Kessie as well had a fantastic game. They've been African champions in the past, but more importantly, they know how to win, even if it means winning ugly. Now, their next game is against Germany, but they've just put 7 past Curacao. However, I'm not going to praise Germany too much just yet. I actually think they might be a flop for this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if they can nick a draw. At second, it's another team which I didn't even think of beforehand, but now I've seen them play, they've already got 2 wins. It's Mexico. I didn't even take into account before this tournament started. They're able to play on their home soil. Now they've won both their games, it's very realistic they're going to get a good draw in the round of 32, and then all of a sudden, round of 16, most likely England. Now, I'm an England fan. I hope we beat them. We should be beating them. But at the same time, it's in Mexico. We can't just think it's going to be an easy game for England. It's going to be a difficult game. The altitude levels are so different to what our English players are used to. It's not going to be a walkover. I wouldn't be surprised if at least they took us 2 penalties in that game. And then after that, most likely it's going to be a Brazil. I don't rate this Brazil team at all. So if Mexico can get past England, all of a sudden, I think Mexico can give Brazil a good game. And then they'll be in the semi-finals. Watch out for Mexico. But my number one team, and they're probably my favourite team outside of England, who I would like to see win the World Cup, and it's Japan. I love watching them play. They play not as individuals, but as a team, as a unit, as a squad. They've come back from a goal down twice to draw 2-2 with the Netherlands. Netherlands are not a joke team. They're a difficult team to play. They got to the semi-final of the Euros last time round, and being able to show resilience like that against a top nation like the Netherlands should be taken seriously. And not only are they such a unit, such a well-organised team, their technical ability seems to be right at the top right now. They're fantastic. I think Japan will probably go further than a lot of people expected them to. But they are my 3 teams: Ivory Coast, Mexico, and Japan. 3 teams which, as a neutral, are fantastic teams to watch, and they can go far and make some big shocks in this tournament. But who's your dark horse? Drop it in the comments, let me know, and if you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe.